Facebook ads return on ad spend isn't real. And there's a lot of confusion around this because people think if they have a good return on ad spend, that neat little column that you can put into your ads dashboard in Ads Manager, they think if it's above like a 2 or something like that, then you're actually making money. But the reality is you could have like a 2.5% return on ad spend and you're not actually making money. And it all boils down to a couple factors. Number one is the actual revenue being reported to Facebook from your site may not be accurate. So I'll use an example of Shopify. Shopify, if you set it up manually, it may not be passing through the true revenue number to your ads manager. Meaning maybe you didn't put in some of the little code that you need inside your dashboard to Shopify to transfer that revenue or the cart value number through to Facebook. If you use the app in Shopify, the revenue number should be accurate, but they include everything in that revenue number, including like shipping costs. And shipping costs aren't a part of your profits at all. In fact, if you're offering free shipping, you actually lose that money because you have to pay it. Somebody's got to pay the shipping, whether it's you or the customer. So that alone makes the return on ad spend calculation and number inaccurate. Really, the only accurate thing that Facebook, Meta, whatever you want to call it, has is the ad spend. They know exactly how much you spent, but the number that you're sending them for the revenue is the culprit here. So let's use an example. I'll just put a quick one in here. If you have, say, your retail is like, I'm going to use a shirt example. Shipping is then $4.99. So the total revenue is going to be that plus that, $31.98. All right. So this number is on the revenue side. So now if you go here and you go, let's say on the ad spend side, it costs you $20 to get a sale. Well, your ROAS in this case is going to be your total revenue divided by that, which is 1.6. So let's go make that a number. $1.6 return on ad spend. Now, if it costs you $10, now you got a 3.2. If it costs you $15, now you got a 2.13 return on ad spend. And people say, like, if it costs you $15 to get a sale, in this case, I'm using the example of a t-shirt, then you're doing pretty good. Let's go here, dollar, there. So if it costs you $15 to sell one t-shirt, your ROAS is 2.13, but they included this. So in the total revenue calculation, they included that. What they didn't include was your actual cost of the shirt itself. So the shirt itself costs you money to do. So a true return on ad spend would have that factored in. So what's the cost of goods sold? So in that case, let's just say a shirt costs you $10. Now your expenses are going to be that $10 right here, like the base cost of your shirt. So it's going to be that plus your ad spend, which is going to be $25. Now, if you do another calculation with cost of goods sold, now you're at your revenue of that divided by your cost here of that, and you're at 1.27. But now if you add in your shipping costs of 4.99, now your total cost goes from that plus that, $29.99, and your return, your ROAS with shipping and everything else goes from that divided by that, enter. So now you're at a 1.06, okay? So your return on ad spend that you see inside your Facebook Ads Manager account is never, ever accurate. And in fact, I personally believe this whole measurement was invented by Facebook ad agencies and ad agencies in general who run pay-per-click traffic. because they want you to see that, well, you're putting like $1 in and you're getting $2.13 out. That's not the case at all. In fact, you're putting money in and you're getting like 7 cents out. So for every dollar you spend, you might be getting like 7 cents back. It's not real, and it doesn't really matter in the big picture. It's an indicator. So I'm going to put this here. Use it as an indicator only. It's not a true measure of profit. And that's where I think a lot of people who run Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads, whatever, they love to quote high return on ad spend. But the fact of the matter is, it's not real, because it doesn't take into account all of your true expenses for your business. That's not even taxes. So people are shocked when they're like, I have a 2.13 return on ad spend, and at the end of the day, I ran my numbers and I'm not making any money. It's like, no, you're not. You know what you would need for a return on ad spend? You would need more like a 3.2. And you can see over here, then you're at a 1.28. Okay, so your costs go up to $24.99, but you brought in $31.98. So your actual profit there is like, well, $31.98 minus that, $6.99. So there's your profit. Instead of what you thought your profit was, which is over here, the way that Facebook would show you your profit is that minus that. So they would say your profit is $21.98. Your real profit is $6.99, which is still not bad. Okay, $6.99 is good. If you can make that selling a t-shirt, you're doing pretty good. Like, actually really good. So $6.99, I'm just gonna do this. Divided by, it's about a 25% margin. That's actually not bad at all. Now that is if you can get your ad spend down to $10 to sell a shirt, which on lower spend budgets, it's going to be very difficult. Even if we go watch this, as I adjust the numbers, the return on ad spend goes down. Look at the ROI over here. ROI is different than return on ad spend. So then I go up to 15. So now I'm at 15 and my profit is, I'm still making $1.99 every time I sell a shirt, but my true return on investment is 7.37. So this just shows you that like a lot of stuff that you're seeing online about Facebook ads or about Google ads or about TikTok ads, it's just not accurate. It's not at all. And I swear to God, this whole measurement, like I said, it was invented by Facebook and Google and all these companies because they wanted it to look like you're doing really well. So imagine you run an ad agency and you can show your client that you have like a 2.13 return on ad spend, and your client might go, oh, so like double or something, right? And it's like, yeah, you're doing really good on this campaign. The reality is you're making money, but barely. So if we go here to like 1750, now you're actually losing money. So you have to take into account everything when you're looking at your true profit and your ROI, because return on ad spend isn't real. I've never liked this as a measurement because it's not accurate, and it gives you false hope too. You think like, well, you pretty much know if you're at $20 to sell one t-shirt, that your ROAS is like 1.6. So you would think, well, I'm a little bit above break even, but the reality is you're losing money on every single sale. Actually, you're losing $3.01 on every sale. So don't be fooled by return on ad spend. It isn't real. It's just an indicator only. And in fact, if you want to figure it out, here's that 10, add a 2 or add like a 1.5 to whatever you're at in order to get to your real number that you need in order to be profiting. So if we can break even at, well, 16 will give me 2. Let's try 17. Now I'm just losing a penny per sale. That's $17 cost per purchase to sell one t-shirt. So anyway, the point is, it's not real. It's an indicator. Use it that way only, but make sure that you actually look at your true numbers. Look at all of your expenses Now, return on ad spend doesn't want you to look at all your expenses because it doesn't want to give you the real picture. It wants to give you a false number to make you feel good so that you will spend more money on ads. Because Facebook, Google, TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest, whatever it is, their goal is to get you to spend more money on ads. An ad agency, their goal is to get you to spend more money on ads and to tell them, attaboy, and give them a good pat on the back because you got a positive return on ad spend. And you can see right here, even with a positive return on ad spend, I'm still losing money on this product. So don't be fooled. It isn't real. Use it as an indicator only and run your full numbers to make sure that you know what kind of cost per purchase you need. Don't listen to any video on any ad, paid ads, that tells you return on ad spend doesn't really matter. It's more of the holistic. If anybody that says omni-channel more than once in a video about paid ads needs an adjustment, let's put it that way, because they are an ad agency guy and they'll tell you that because they're like, this is contributing to the overall flow of your business world. And when you listen to somebody for 5 minutes and you don't understand a word that they just said because they're just talking out their butt, avoid those people like the plague. All right. Return on ad spend isn't real. I really don't care what anybody says. That's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. Let me know what you think in the comments.